North Africa is becoming a magnet for jihadists. David Cameron has warned, as he said, Britain could provide more support for the French military operation in Mali. Today, French and local troops managed to advance into the Malian town of Diabaly, seized by Islamist fighters a week ago. The jihadis occupied Diabaly, 220 miles north of the capital Bamako, on January the 14th. They've roamed the area near the border with Mauritania for years, but now the French airstrikes have driven them out of the town. Our international editor Lindsey Hilsum was in the first group of journalists to travel into Diabaly.
Sunrise, and a column of French military is driving through the rice fields towards the town of Diabaly. We're in an armoured vehicle towards the back of the convoy. The road is rutted, the people poor. Villagers wave, curious as much as enthusiastic. The French Marines we're with were scrambled to Mali from Chad, another former French colony. This far corner of Africa, neglected for so long, is the new front line in what Western governments used to call the war on terror. In Diabaly, people recorded for posterity the moment the French arrived. For the last 10 days, they've endured occupation by jihadis and then French airstrikes. The children get chairs for the visitors. Many people here have been hiding in the bush for days. Only now do they dare return home.
Really, we're very happy. If the French hadn't arrived, we wouldn't have come back to Diabaly. We don't want you to leave. You have to stay. For 10 years.
Weren't so enthusiastic about the Malian troops, who turned tail the moment the jihadis came into town.
We gave our army all our rice and our cows to encourage them, but they didn't do it. The moment jihadis arrived, they fled. Really, we're very disappointed.
One man wanted to show me the distant picture of the Islamists that he dared to snap.
They had turbans, so you couldn't see their faces. They were long beards. They were Muslims from Mauritania, from Algeria, Afghanistan, and others from all over the world, and Africans, including people from Diabaly. We knew their nationalities because we gathered up some of their coins.
Some said that the notorious leader of Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, Abu Zaid, had been spotted, but others were more worried about local support. The people I've been talking to are really happy to see the French, but not the Malian troops. They say that at the very moment they needed them most, the Malian soldiers just deserted, they fled. Worse than that, two of the top leaders of the jihadists who were here were previously commanders in the Malian army, right here in Diabaly. Local people took us on a tour to the pharmacy that the jihadists had looted. The mobile phone exchange they destroyed to stop people communicating. The hospital they trashed. And the army base which they occupied until the French bombed it last Thursday. The jihadists took away the bodies of their comrades who were killed in their vehicles and around the base. But as they left, they said they'd be back in 2 months' time to impose Sharia on the town. On the outskirts, we followed French troops as they visited those in neighborhoods where they had attacked Islamists from the air, injuring several residents.
Oh, look, the jihadists came, we heard gunfire, and then they all hid in our houses.
The carcasses of jihadi vehicles, proof of the efficacy of airstrikes, but not that the war is over. The French do not want to stay in Mali for 10 years, but their enemy is heavily armed, mobile, and unlikely to give up easily.
But I love it. Lindsey Hilsum reporting from a newly liberated Diabaly.